Got
Woo.
these three. All right.
This is a slapper. Hey, Christmas time, bitch. Hey. Mr. Statistics over here. Love it.
I got some good shit. Just wait.
I know. The average penis size of a college graduate versus those who just go out and be an entrepreneur.
You gotta get some substance, bro, so you can make your points. I just throw it up in the air for you, and then you just gotta take it.
Like, boom, wrong, bing bong, college time. This is a good opener song. Let's go, baby. Run, Rudolph. It's the holiday episode. We going? We're going. We're on.
We're on like
boom, baby. Bing bong. Merry fucking Christmas, everybody. Excuse my language. I get real excited around the holidays. We got a good episode for you today. What's it about there, Zachy? Why don't you tell? Why don't you give them the scoop?
It is about a little bit of college, a little bit of what that looks like in today's day and age.
To go or not to go?
To go, not to go. What's smarter? Everyone's different. If it's even worth it, if it's not worth it, and all that good stuff. Everything to do with college.
I'm excited to share my opinions.
I don't know if it has really anything to do with Christmas themed, but hey, fuck it.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Anything can be Christmas
Also,
themed.
big shout out to old Zachy here, ran a marathon.
I did. First
when
one.
Was it, a week ago?
A week and a half ago now.
Guy killed it.
Thursday. So.
I can't believe you did that.
Week and a couple days ago.
I still can't believe you did that shit.
Yep,
That was
26.2 miles. Ran it down in Texas. I hit that wall at 16 miles like a brick shit house.
Yeah, he did. I had to call him. I was like, we didn't fucking come to jail so you could walk. Start fucking running.
I was ready to.
I think I helped you a little bit.
I was ready to die a little bit.
I think I played my role.
You did.
Followed you around on a
Shout
bike
out
about
to Tony
20 miles.
and our buddy Abe. They came down there, supported me.
Yeah, let's go, Abe.
And his fucking brother Noel shows up at the finish
out of
line.
Nowhere.
I'm running through the finish line, and they're like, yo, screaming. I'm like,
this
what
guy
the fuck?
double takes so hard.
Noel, what are you doing here? So that was
had to
cool
show
shit.
some love, bro.
But yeah, completed my first marathon, so that was lovely. I'll do one again next year when Tony gets a little bit better leg and he can actually run.
I'm doing it.
He's gonna do one with me.
I'm doing
too.
it. Big goal. I think I'm gonna do a mud run too.
Fuck.
Like a 5-mile mud run. I'm gonna try.
I feel like that'd be harder because of stepping in shit and
Absolutely. It's gonna
changing
suck.
gradient.
But I got to push myself. So
Okay, fair enough.
it's gonna be a big year coming up. Just
Yeah,
had a great
I don't
one.
know if I showed you. You guys should check this out. It's called Big Ass Calendar. Guy Jesse Itzler makes them. It's a calendar that's fucking 8 feet wide
Love it.
and like 6 feet tall, and it folds all the way up into a paper size, or you could have it displayed out the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
And it's got every day on it, and the back has all kinds of goals shit you could write down. It's like $80, but bro, just having that huge calendar,
Like the
to
best
visually
version
see,
of a vision board you could possibly
dude,
have. 'Cause
It's,
you
I
could
swear
put
to
a
God,
time frame
you
on
can't
it.
even hold it. It's so fucking long.
That's dope.
You like have to put it up against the wall.
That's dope.
It's massive. It's called a big ass calendar.
I
And
gotta
they
look
give you
that
a
up.
bunch of
Great Christmas present, guys.
Yeah, there you
Although
go.
if you're still Christmas shopping,
You're probably shit out of luck.
a little late, guys.
I
let's
went
go.
and finished mine early. It's my first time ever.
I know.
I finished mine nice and early.
Me too. And I got everybody gifts. I feel so
Oh,
good.
and shout out,
Santa's
Tony's
here.
birthday was yesterday,
I'm 30.
and mine was 5 days ago.
And
5
you're
days ago.
23.
23.
We're old. You're not old yet.
It feels weird being 23, though, I'll tell you that.
It feels great being 30. It's so cool because nothing changed. I'm just old. It's
You had a surprise party, though.
Oh my
And they
god.
scared the shit out of you.
Almost shit
I
myself.
wish we could show the video on here somehow, but you
Dude.
were shitting your pants, it looked like.
I had no fucking idea, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you to everybody who came. I fucking love you.
I wasn't there. I
Fuck
was
you
in
then,
100 Mountain
asshole.
snowboarding
Cool
a
for
week
you,
after I
bro.
ran a marathon.
All right, let's hop into it. I want to know what the first topic is. I think what are we doing? You're gonna soft pitch me, and I'm gonna bat away at you today. Is that the game plan?
I guess a little bit, yeah.
Okay, I kind of like that.
I'll just start off with the simple stuff so people can get some of the facts because I'm the big factino. Average college tuition for an in-state college, or sorry, for any college, this is in-state and out-of-state. This is just to average them combined, is $25,362 after, that's a 4-year degree. That's over 4 years, it costs you $25,000.
That's it. I thought it'd be more.
You're averaging
Are you
out.
sure
There's
that's
a lot
right?
of SUNY schools and a lot of small stuff. If
Oh,
you look at
yeah, okay.
big schools like you're talking
No,
about
I got you.
Yale or Harvard, well, that's kind of extreme. But if you're going to like
And you
Texas
said that's for
or
4
something like
years,
that,
25K?
yeah. If you're going to
Okay.
Texas, Yale, things like that, it's just shy of $100,000. So the average for a big main, top school is about $100,000 in 4 years.
That's absurd.
The average for a regular, normal school is about $25,000 now. The average cost over 4 years of books and things like that is also about $5,000 over 4 years.
For
So
books.
you could add that in there too.
For books.
That's about
Paper.
$1,200
Ink.
a year.
The fuck?
$1,200 a year.
How?
You gotta pay
Why?
For,
How much? Can you say that one more time?
$1,200 per year on average.
What?
And that's in smaller schools. So they inflate shit for bigger schools.
Yeah.
Call it $1,200 to $2,000 a year, just for books.
I think
and,
that's probably my biggest
like that.
quarrel with higher education.
You pay $100,000 over 4 years, and you still got to pay.
That's fucking
books.
crazy. And you don't even have a job.
Yeah,
You got to go
pretty
get
crazy.
your ass a job afterward.
it's pretty crazy.
I think that's my biggest hang up on this whole, like our education system. You're pushed to go to college, and everybody thinks the bigger the college, which also directly
The more
means
fun, baby.
Right. That's what it is. It's all fun, but like, why do we have to spend so much money on education, and why is it so? I think it's so shitty too. I think if you're going and you're paying $100,000, you better come out of that bitch with a job that's paying you more than that. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I didn't spend any type of money like that on my education. But guess what? I'm debt free and I make good fucking money.
All right, just so everyone knows, did you go to college?
I dropped out
You
twice.
dropped out? Twice?
Yes, sir.
All right, give me that story.
Went to Westchester Community College because I thought I was supposed to go to college because that's what everybody's supposed to do. I couldn't drop out of that bitch fast enough. I'm taking math classes. They're like a little parabola and Google it. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
How long did you last?
I slept maybe like 3 weeks.
Okay.
It's just not for me. I wasn't learning. I wasn't having fun at all.
Okay, so you lasted 3
And-
weeks at your first college.
Yeah.
Because it was a joke. And then
Absolute
how
joke.
long till you went to your next college?
And that's just my personal experience. I'll put that out there too. And then the next college I went to was FIT in Manhattan.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they had
didn't know
a community college program there, and that's totally why I went. I just wanted higher education for sure. I
long
really
did you last?
I wanted to be in Manhattan. But I was going to classes. I tried to take it a little more serious the second time around. So I took like a business class. And I remember sitting in that class thinking, wow, this isn't teaching me fucking anything. And they made us do like this big report. And it was just so stupid. And again, this is just my opinion. It didn't help me at all. I did take a sick ass Kung Fu class. That shit was dope. Shang Pao.
Like learning about Kung Fu or doing Kung Fu?
Doing Kung Fu. Yeah,
That's
that was
fucking
cool.
badass.
Because, in the real world, you gotta know how to do Kung Fu. Because that's what college is about, teaching you things that you're really gonna use in your everyday life.
All right, so wait, no. How long did you last at FIT?
I don't know, maybe a fucking month, and then I just stopped.
And then
going.
you dropped
I just
out there too,
Stopped
huh?
going to classes. Yeah, you know what, man?
That's actually
Maybe it's
crazy.
just the way my brain works. I don't learn.
How much
from-
debt did you get in? None?
None.
You paid for
I
it
had-
a
yeah.
little bit when as you were going?
Because it was cheap. It was like community college shit.
Yeah.
So it was inexpensive, and I got some type of help through FAFSA, which is cool. But like it's not the type of place where someone with my personality goes to learn.
Yep.
It's just like, I don't know.
There's a great question. The guy, interviewer asked Gary Vee. He said, "Did school fail you, or did you fail school?" And he's like, "Bro, school failed me,
Right.
and it's not even close."
I
There's
think
just-
that way too. And I don't think it fails everyone. I think
No.
for some people it's really good, sure. I think it's overpriced. Every single school is fucking insanely overpriced. Why are we paying this much to educate people?
It's the best business in the world.
And why
the
is-
business model of colleges is the best in the world.
Exactly.
There's
That's
no
the problem.
business
It's a
model that's better.
business.
Yeah.
They're out to make money. They have a bottom line, and that's all they really care about.
Yeah.
They're not trying to make smarter people to go out and make our world better. And if they really were, I think they would take steps to change things. I said it in one of our last podcasts, like our education and higher education system is so antiquated. It hasn't been changed in years.
Harvard made $5.5 billion in revenue in 2019.
That's insane.
Talk about a business model.
How many billionaires did it make?
I don't fucking know.
How many millionaires did it make? I mean, I'm sure they did pretty good at that.
I'm sure
at Harvard.
but that's not the point. The point is I'm just saying it's a business model.
Of course,
they made
I know.
$5.5 billion, bro. That's more than
fucked.
99.9% of businesses make in a year. Like you're talking about that's the highest, one of the most grossing.
So what are they
businesses
really
ever.
Succeeding in? Making money or making?
All right, I'm gonna give you guys my college
smarter
experience because I
generation.
got a funny one.
Yeah, shoot.
So I got a little story with my college. I went to a community college right here called Dutchess. I went for 1 semester. I did okay. And listen, I was good. I was pretty good in high school. I was a smart kid. I was like a B student in high school. My first year in college, I was like a B student. Sorry, not my first year. My first semester in college, I was like a B student. And I was going for business. My second semester, about halfway through, I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I can't do this. So I went to my dad, and I made a contract. This is no bullshit.
Oh, I remember. Your father told me the story.
Yeah, he told the story at the sales meeting one time. I made a contract with my dad, and I wrote, if I'm not on track to make $100,000 by next year, by this time next year, I'll go back to school. I'll pay for the whole 4-year degree myself, and I'll complete 4 years at any college that I need. I had him sign it and everything. I put it on my wall, and
he told me guy came out in a suit, dressed up with a contract for his dad.
Yep, dude, legit.
Big business, baby. Let's
I'm
go.
like, Dad, listen, you don't understand, dude. Like, I'll do anything to not go to college. I will fucking do anything to not go to college. So I made him sign a contract. 11 months later, I started working at Plug PV.
Yeah.
So I started.
Well, the deal was $100K in 1 year. What'd you do?
No. It wasn't to make $100K. It was to be on track or land a job to be on track to make that.
But you ended up making like 80 anyway, didn't you?
My first year, I made $99K.
Fuck.
I swear to God,
that's crazy.
My first year and I didn't start.
What a failure.
Yeah, I didn't start in the business until like April or March of the year. So I was like 2-3 months late, and I still made $99K. And I didn't work the full year. I worked like whatever, 8-9 months, 10 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I made 99 fucking K. 99K.
I
was so mad. I was so fucking mad.
Poor guy. Man, I feel for you.
$1 grand short. And I even calculated like Buffalo Wild Wings when I was still serving. I put everything together.
He sold dime bags.
Whatever I needed to. I'm sure fucking I schemed away $1,000.
But what did you do? So here's another
shit.
interesting thing though that I really like, and how I think people really should be educated, and they should implement this into your college education, is what did you use to educate yourself? Trial and failure.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I did a multi-level marketing company. I did ACN.
And how much did you lose? You lost mad dough in one of them.
Not that.
One of them.
That's next. I first started out in ACN. I had a guy recruit me. I went to a diner. Actually, the Palace Diner right there, that way. It's like fucking 2 blocks that way.
Yeah.
I went to the Palace Diner, and the guy was showing me ACN, like the business model, which is multi-level marketing. And on paper, it's like, bro, I'm going to be a millionaire in a year. I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. Give him my debit card right there. I'm like, give me this now. Turns out 3 months later, I'm like, dude, this is stupid as fuck. And not that you can't make money in it. I don't really have anything against MLM. It's not for me. I don't think it's really the best thing to do in the world.
No, but you learned something.
But correct. So I learned that. I was speaking in front of fucking 30, 40, 50-year-old people that were all in business. And you're with this group of people that the thing with network marketing is everyone's hungry. Like they all have their day jobs and they come to these meetings. So they all are motivated people, you know? So you get around those kind of people that actually want to make money and are trying to do better things. Then I opened up Master Networks, which is like a BNI. It's basically like a networking company. So
business networking, what?
I owned that's BNI. That's the competitor, but a lot of people know BNI. BNI is huge. But Master Networks I owned the whole rights to Connecticut, so I own the region of Connecticut. And basically, we would have to build chapters like a chamber of commerce, and it'd be like you'd have one realtor, one insurance person, one solar person, which was always me, obviously, a roofer, a banker, and you'd have all these
mastermind of people.
Yeah. You would share referrals. You do business training, the whole 9 yards. They'd meet once a week, right? And they'd pay a membership fee. And so I own the Connecticut region. I spent $25 grand with me and my business partner to buy Connecticut. So we spent 50 G's. And within a week, the CEO of the company, because it's like a franchise, you like have to buy a region from the franchise.
Yeah.
Franchisee or whatever you want to call it. And within a week, my business partner, the CEO had a call with me and my business partner at the time and completely dispersed his membership or his part of the deal.
Jesus.
He's like, dude, whatever you're doing is wrong. Whatever you're saying to these people. He had got so many complaints in a week that they had to completely dissolve his partnership. When he then got kicked out of the business, they said you have two choices. You can either be gone with him and we're keeping all your money, or you can pay his portion of the business and then you can keep the rights to Connecticut. So then I was put on a payment plan with him to pay his side off. I'm 19 at the time. So I spent 50 grand and I was probably making about 400 to 500 bucks a month on the business. So do that math. I had the business for like a year and that's how much I left. And plus paying for events and paying for shit, I probably lost 50, 60 G's in a year when I was 19 years old.
So you paid $60,000 for that education.
Yeah, $6,000 for education.
But you learned some shit that you'll never forget,
dude. Crazy. How to network with people, how to recruit people, how to keep people excited, how to dude. I'm walking. And also,
you didn't take a loan out for that.
No,
you spent your own money, right? So you didn't put yourself in a hole.
No,
you just took yourself off the mountain you were on.
Yeah, I spent all my money on
it. Right, which I think is better. That's how people should go. Educate themselves. And I think it applies to certain things, right? Like you can't go become a doctor without paying for an education. I still think what they pay is
you ready?
Too much.
I'm glad you brought up this point. I wrote down the statistics for.
Okay.
To be a dentist, the average salary is 160 grand.
Okay.
That's the average dentist salary, right?
Okay.
What do you think the average debt they have to go in to become a dentist?
At least $350.
Close. $300K a year.
Okay.
So you have to
wait $300K.
Or sorry, $300K in debt. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
You have to go $300,000.
So then 2 years of working without paying any of your bills.
Well, no, it's not realistic. It's not too. Plus, there's interest on that debt.
Right.
5, 6, 7% point on that debt.
So what are you really paying after that?
Yeah,
my
sister's a teacher. She's 38. She's still paying off her debt from getting her degree.
It's fucking crazy.
Fucking 18 years later. She got a degree, or 16 years later, she got a degree at 22.
It's so fucked. It needs major reform.
All right, and wait, how long does a dentist go to college?
At least 4 years, obviously.
Yeah, at least 4 years, yeah. 3 years to finish. Okay, so 7 years, right? Let's call it. So 7 years, $300,000 in debt to make $160K a year. A doctor, their average salary is $300K a year. What do you think their average debt is?
800.
800,000? No, dude. They're not going to $1 million in debt. It ain't that much.
After you pay interest on your student loans?
Maybe. But the actual number you accumulate is about $200,000 in debt. So you make $200K in debt.
Really? A dentist is more?
A dentist is one of the most expensive degrees you can get.
That makes sense.
A teacher, or actually, let me do a lawyer first. They make $200K a year average. The average debt is $110K a year. And then a teacher is $75K a year, and their average debt is $50K. So, dude, all those numbers make, on paper, that's like the worst fucking investment you can make.
I haven't had a doctor year yet. It's coming very soon.
What do you mean a doctor year?
I haven't made what a doctor makes yet in a year. I know you have.
Yes, I have.
But I got no debt.
No.
I don't own nobody's shit. And I have investments that are making
What's the
money.
average student?
Actually, if I sold everything I own, I would kill a doctor right now in 1 year.
How long?
But then I wouldn't have anything left.
Let's Google this. How long are payment
How long does it take to pay off college?
For doctors?
I just feel like overall college is a one answer for too many different lines of work, and it doesn't apply well to everything. I think for doctors and dentists and people that really, and like engineers that need a very specialized education, I think it really does work for them.
And listen, though, let me ask you. What percentage of people are going to school to be a fucking doctor?
Right.
What percentage? Everyone's always talking about that, but like, what percentage of people go to school to be a doctor?
That's why.
What, 1%?
That brings me to
less
another
than
thought.
1%.
Technical high schools. Remember when kids would go off to the technical high school because they were going to become like work with their hands, become an electrician or something like this or that. Why was that so unpopular?
Okay, you ready?
When how much of the population ended up actually would have benefited from that education? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You ready? Hold up. Before we go on to that point, because I got that next. This is the average monthly payment that a doctor makes in a month
G's.
to pay off his
That's
student
more
loan.
than the average
So
income.
average payment
of
a
an
doctor
average
makes
American.
to pay off his debt is about $50K a year in student loan payments, which is $4,100 a month.
Insane.
And at that rate, even if you're paying $50K a year, you divide that by 200. It takes 4 years of paying $50K a year, $4,000 a month for 4 years before you pay off all your student loan debt. $4,000
probably
a month.
on a loan where all the interest is up front.
But that's
So
still even
you don't
with
even
that,
get to pay
even
it
that
down.
number is terrible, bro.
It's fucking
$4,000
insane.
a month.
I'm agreeing with you.
Plus, you're living, bro. Your expenses are $10,000 a month as soon as you get out of college. Like, what the fuck? What if you don't land a job?
I know. How many
What if
people-
there's no?
Weren't we having like a big problem with that recently with people graduating college and not being able to find a job?
Yeah, that was a thing for a little bit. Not
I
anymore.
feel like
though.
it's not a problem anymore.
Well,
Which is a good thing.
landing the job they want, yes, but landing any job, no. Like you can get any job, but a lot
Yeah,
of
right
people
now,
don't settle.
tons
A lot
of
of people
jobs.
are like, "Fuck it, I'll just wait till I find the job I want," and then they do nothing.
It's so
But
crazy.
anyway, $50,000 a year to be a doctor for 4 years, $4,000 a month. So if you're making $300K though, if you're really making $300K,
Zach loves his numbers.
dude, data doesn't lie. Data has no opinions. Statistics have no
Data,
opinion.
data.
300,000 divided by 12. So you're making 25 G's a month. So 20% of your income monthly goes to paying off your student debt. 20% off the top has to go to pay off your student debt.
So what are you really making?
And that's if you're making 300K as a doctor.
Right. It just seems like a big scheme.
It's a pretty
me.
crazy thing.
I don't like it.
And to give you a more realistic number, not many people are doctors, right? But there are a lot of teachers. 50K a year or 50,000 in total student debt. And you say your payments are $2,000 a month for that student debt, 1,000, let's call it $1,500 a month. So you become a teacher, your debt is $50,000.
Okay.
You have a 10-year payment plan at 6% interest rate. Your payments are like $1,500 a month, right?
Yeah.
$1,500 a month. You make $75,000 a year. Divide that by 12. You make $6,000 per month
Before taxes.
before taxes. So what? You're making $4,800 per month, and $1,200 or $1,500 of that is gone off the top. That's 25 to 30% of your income.
It's fucking insane.
You got to live on now. You got to live on $3,000
It
a
all
month.
just seems like a trap to me.
You have to
I feel
live
like
on
if you go
$3,000 a month.
through, like, it just feels like we're all pushed to do the same thing, right? You got to graduate high school with good grades, and then you go to college and you put yourself in this huge amount of debt, and then you get this shitty job that you think is so great because you worked super hard to get it, and good for you for doing that, but you've been tricked. Like, nobody ever taught you, go out, generate your own fucking business. Go try something that's a little more scary than the safe route of just going to college and following the path of everybody else. Go try some shit and fail. You're going to go into $300,000 debt. Why don't you spend that 10 G's you saved up and try and put it into something that you can try and learn from yourself?
Listen, the biggest wealth transfer in the world is going to happen in the next decade, and they happen every now and then. But like when the internet came out, when the metaverse came out, we talked about this a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
But if you learn that metaverse, which all these young kids do, you're good on computers, you can figure shit out.
Yeah.
If you learn the metaverse, you can become losing
Generate a lot of
$5,000
money.
trying to do
Yeah.
something like that compared to losing $5,000 in school. It's such a better idea to try and learn something like that where you are gonna make your returns and you're gonna see big investments back to you.
Yeah.
Look, calling me from the MLM company.
That's so funny. What a huge coincidence.
That's crazy, right?
First to market. Now, do you guys want to talk about the Biden administration? How on the campaign trail, they promised to relieve student debt, and then went back on that promise, and then in response to criticism, now has extended loan relief just recently until May.
Until May, I saw that. They paused the payments on student loan debt until May of 2022.
So they didn't.
2022. Yeah.
You guys think that's
Like
good, or-
5 months.
Wait, explain that again
So they
for me and for everyone
Yeah, I
else.
was just gonna say. Bryce was saying that he was supposed to. Was he supposed to? Didn't
Joe Byron.
Promised to
relieve it all, like
$10,000 each individual.
person, right? That never happened.
And then he went back on it. And
Then he got a lot of criticism.
Recently.
Correct. Then he paused payments. So he didn't relieve any debt necessarily, but he paused the payments on everyone's student debt
On what
until
basis?
May of
Because-
2022.
because COVID
Because he got
or-
criticism. Yeah, of course. Whatever they want it to be. It doesn't have to have a fucking reason.
That's so
But
stupid.
Listen, I think college is too expensive as it is.
Hell yeah.
But if you know you're going into debt and you're purposely taking out that money, and
Oh,
you're
then
doing
it's
what
on
have to
you.
do,
That's on you.
correct. Then you
don't-
have to deal with your fucking
Exactly.
problems.
You don't
just get
deserve a
your debt
relief.
relieved.
Right. That's a
Yeah.
lesson you're going to learn, and
Like
you're
you
going to
go
learn
into
it the hard way.
business, you fail. The government's not just like, oh, bro, your
We'll
$50,000
bail
you
you out.
spent.
Yeah.
My bad, dude. You
That's-
get that back.
that's a good way to
You
talk.
don't have to file for bankruptcy.
Right.
Why would I make you do that?
No.
Like what the
Big
fuck?
Brother's got you.
Yeah.
Don't worry. All the other hardworking people who actually make money, we'll cover it for you.
Yeah, that's a very good point Bryce brought up. But like, dude, that in itself is crazy. And this fact of like, okay, pausing payments isn't the worst thing. It is what it is. I mean, it's stupid, I think, but trying to fucking take $10,000 off somebody's student loan payments or their debt or paying for a portion of it, bro, you know how much student loan debt there is? There's trillions of dollars of debt. That's gonna cost, dude. Let's look at the number. How much
I wish Joe Biden would give me
Student-
some of the money back I lost in my hard lessons.
loan?
The fact that those schools can cover that debt and that they can hold that,
Which just shows that they're
they shouldn't be charging that much.
exactly.
42.9 million Americans owe a total of $1.57 trillion in student loan debt. The average person, or the average out of those 43 million, is 36,510 in federal loans. And that accumulates to 1.57 trillion.
And when's the last time you ever heard of like a school going out of business?
Dude, never.
Because they can't cover their costs, so they don't even need to charge that much. You know?
They don't get, yeah.
There should be a
It's,
cap on what you make and what
It's
you
pretty
can
crazy.
charge. at a college.
And you add the interest on that. That's the actual number is 1.57 trillion. What's 6% of 1.57 trillion? What is actually going to be paid back? You're talking about multiple trillions of dollars.
Yeah, that's
that
insane.
The government or that that people are in. It's a crazy number, bro. That's a fucking insane.
And society has
number.
made it like so okay to just be in debt. As long as it's to a school, it's okay.
You can't get a
How about-
$10,000 business loan at 18, but you can go get a $100,000
Yes,
student debt loan.
that's fucked.
at 18.
That says
you
everything
can't get
right
10 grand,
there.
but you can get 100
That
grand.
says everything right there. And like I'm the type of person who I can't learn in
And let me
college.
ask you,
I learn out in the real
if you
world.
ask 99% of people this question, it's almost always the same answer. What kind of businesses and people, I shouldn't say business, kind of gives away, but what kind of people run America's economy?
Entrepreneurs.
Small businesses,
Yeah,
entrepreneurs, people like that, or some even big businesses too, but just businesses in general. So the fact that you can take out all that loan and all that money compared to opening up a business, which is actually what runs the economy and what makes people money and what, helps the local economies and things like that. You know what I mean? Like that whole factor of what you can do to get student loan debt compared to what you can't do to get your own debt for opening up a business is fucking mind-boggling.
Yeah.
It's a crazy, crazy statistic. So pausing payments, I think is stupid, but it doesn't surprise me, Yeah. Doesn't surprise me. And I was talking about this with my girlfriend's parents actually last night. What if they took that $1,200 that they gave to everyone? Or didn't they end up giving more than $1,200? I think they gave it a couple times. What, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 they gave to somebody? Or they gave the average Americans, right?
Yeah.
What if they took that money and instead said, listen, we're going to give it to gyms. Everyone in the world gets free gym memberships. Everyone in the world promotes, we're going to give you a free membership to a food supply of healthy food or something like that.
Right.
I know it's kind of off topic, but like, what if they took that money and actually gave it to something useful? What the fuck did people spend $1,200 on? And what did it really do? But if they took that $1,200, average gym membership is $50 a year, and they gave it to you to get,
Actually
they
better
said,
your
here's a
life.
free gym
Right.
membership. What would have really happened to people,
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have my 65-inch TV, bro. I'd be pretty fucking pissed.
I'd be pretty pissed. I didn't even get the $1,200, so I didn't get any of the money. I never took unemployment or any of that shit. But that was a little off topic. I just crazy. It's
No,
kinda
I think
same point.
that's a better idea. And you know what? Sitting here
Or just
thinking about this
anything,
for this
bro.
long,
Just
I think
anything other than giving somebody. Think about. Hold up, I'm sorry.
You're good.
You get a Christmas present. If I give you money, that means nothing to you. You know what I mean? If it's your birthday
Right.
and I'm like, bro, here's $100. If I go spend $100 on something you like or something that actually
It's
means
meaningful,
it's
right.
it means it does so much more to you. You know?
Yeah.
So
It's true.
them just handing you money is them just like
It's stupid.
pushing the envelope.
And it
to
doesn't
try to
help
sound
anyone to work
nice.
harder either. It
Does nothing.
incentivizes people to sit home and do nothing.
So on the other side of the equation, I got for no debt at all. You can actually make money while you're learning if you get a good apprentice job.
Yeah.
Plumber's average salary starting off is $75K. An average electrician yearly salary is $95K, and the average construction worker is $46K. Takes no skills, takes no college degree, takes no anything, and you can make about the same as a teacher in any of those.
Except without the debt.
And you have
payment. So
zero
you're
debt,
making
you have
just as
zero
much.
payments.
Right. You're making
And-
just as much or more.
Much more room for growth. Much more room for pay
Yes.
raises, opportunity, things that come your way. It's just frowned
And
upon
you're
in
4
society.
years ahead.
Yeah.
You don't waste that 4 years not making money.
Yep.
I think college has become more
4 years
about
of your life.
partying nowadays
Bro.
than anything.
I'll tell you right now, my personal opinion on college, if you have to spend your own money, don't ever do it. If your parents are going to pay for college, do it every time. It's literally 4 years of vacation.
I can disagree with that.
It's 4 years of vacation for free. You don't have to spend any money. Your parents
Yeah.
pay for you. You go live your life
It
out for
depends
4
on what
years.
you're going for. So if
Go
you're
for
gonna
anything,
go
bro.
to be a doctor or like I said, like an engineer, and you really need that education, go get it. I
I'm
still
not
think it's
saying
too
that, though.
expensive.
I'm just saying who's paying for it. If you don't have to, I'm saying
At the end of the day,
if you have to pay for your own college, there's very, very, very rare occasions
Yeah,
where I
that's
think
true.
you should actually go to college. But if your parents are going to pay for your college, you don't have to take any debt against your name. Bro, go to college. It's 4 years of fucking fun.
fuck your parents and their money. Disrespect their
But,
money.
bro, seriously, if you're getting your shit paid for, like, what the fuck? Go to college, bro. Have 4 years of fun. Learn a little bit.
Yeah, but
80%
don't
fun,
either.
20%
Why don't you
learning.
get the fuck out there? You just finished high school. Go get a fucking job. Go learn something.
If you're getting shit paid for, bro, by your parents, go to college.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not?
I think it really
You'll
says
learn
a
a
lot.
little bit.
Here's something I was thinking about earlier. When you think of a college kid, what do you think of? Like, what's the
Frat
thought?
kid.
Frat kid, hammered, just partying.
What'd
You're
you
not,
say? Frat guy or cute chick?
yeah, some cute girl who's always getting dialed up to go out to bars. You almost don't even associate it with someone who's trying to get a higher education at all.
Never.
So what does that say to you?
You don't think higher education
No, when you think college kid, I'm like, college kid.
Where do you go? You
asshole.
Albany? Wow, you must party a lot.
Yeah, right.
Like not. Oh, you must have a good
Oh,
education.
you must be so smart.
And there's a culture behind it. Like, in addition to the middle class feeling like they have to go to college, young people they also feel entitled.
Yeah.
Like,
You
I've
feel
heard-
smarter.
More entitled
you're
than
saying.
ever right now, too.
I've heard so many times from college-age men and women that say, I was going to commute, but I wanted to dorm for the experience.
Yeah.
I wanted to get the full college
college is an
experience. Right.
experience. Yeah.
You're entitled to an experience for 4 years of
Bro,
your
that's
life
what I'm
at high
saying.
school.
I think it's a bad thing. My opinion has changed since we started this podcast. Don't go to
That was
college,
quick.
yo. Don't go to college. If you're going for the college experience, you're not going to get a higher education. All you're doing is putting yourself in debt and putting yourself 4 years behind everyone else who's actually out there trying to make it.
Again,
Good luck.
if you got to go into debt, I wouldn't do it. But bro, again, if you're fucking getting paid for, you literally have a 4 year vacation of fun. Like,
Right. Okay, but that's still opportunity cost. You're losing 4 years that you could be out
yeah,
there
I
making
know,
money.
I know. Logistically, yes, I know, but still.
What about online school?
That's so. There's another thing. What have we learned from COVID? You could do everything from home.
I also wrote
oh.
this down.
Okay.
Speaking of, well, we were speaking of this before, not on the topic, but vaccine mandate. If you don't agree with that stuff, or let's just say you don't want to for any reason, like 98% of colleges, you have to step foot on campus. You have to have a vaccine. And my girlfriend goes to Marist, and they just told her, this was last night, they told her she has to get the booster and the flu shot before January 14th to go back to school when it starts.
Awesome.
So
Debt.
now also that part,
We got
like
debt, and we got what is it? Vaccines in the testing stage that you're mandated to get.
And you have to
Good
to
luck.
get testing once a week. like, dude, it's extreme shit
Such
for
bullshit.
college. Is it really that? I don't know.
Have you ever asked your girlfriend why she's going to college? Like what her real reason is?
I'll be honest with you. She doesn't really want to. She's just
Then
so
why
far
the
in it
fuck is
because
she
she's
doing
so far in it now that she's gonna finish her degree, and her parents are basically forced her. But and listen, I'm such a bad influence on her. And
No, you're a good influence.
well, yes, true. I am a good influence, but
Talk about
society would
bad
say a bad influence.
Society's fucking, for the most part, ass backwards.
She's going to college because she already started it. She's halfway there, or she's almost there. She's 80% of the way done. She only has a little bit left, and her parents wanted her to, and that was it.
That's such
there
a
was
bad
no.
reason to go to college.
They would
Sorry.
say your ideas are flawed, and then they would congratulate you for hacking the cheat code.
Yeah,
For in your personal life.
yeah.
You know.
Oh my god.
It's some crazy shit. And then here's another topic that we can get on. Bryce and he just said this to me right before. Like 90% of things you learn in college you'll never use, maybe even more, 95%. 95% of things you like, even shit you listen to on YouTube, you don't retain that information. The only time you ever actually learn and memorize
Is when you
is if
said
you're
50K
No.
on some shit. No, well, that's what I'm saying. Those hard lessons, I mean, that's how I learn.
Hold up, though. Let me finish the point. It's through inspiration. You have to actually like or be inspired by what you're listening
Yeah.
to. You know?
That's mad true. Yeah.
Like, you asked Noel when we went to that Salt Lake City, Utah conference for door-to-door guys. I've been doing door-to-door for a while at the time, and I was listening to all them, and I was writing down notes and shit. But I couldn't... If you ask me right now, what did I learn on Speaker B? I couldn't tell you one fucking thing. Until Zach Bassett came up, and he started talking about, surprisingly, taxes.
Yeah.
And I lit up like a fucking Christmas tree, and I could tell you almost every word he said. Because...
Really?
Dude, I was like,
Yeah,
what? You
it
can
has
do that
to be
and you can do this?
engaging. And that's what I think sucks about college. It's not engaging. For me,
At all.
I couldn't connect with anything they were trying to tell me because it was just so fucking boring. Like, it's got to be fun. Elon Musk said something interesting that like education needs to be like video games where you're doing something and you're learning, but you don't even know it because you're having so much fun.
Oh, dude, the topic of fucking how outdated our education system is mind-boggling.
I know.
That's an hour conversation on its own. Like, the fact that we still learn things that 99% of the shit we can Google and go right on our phone.
I know.
We have no creative thinking. I'll tell you the study, right? They did a study. In math, we all know this. In math, Monday through Friday, you learn topic topic X. Monday through Friday, you learn topic X. The following week, Monday through Thursday, you still are on topic X. Friday, you take the test for topic X, right? That's how they do math.
Yep.
Chapter 1.2. Okay, then we go on to chapter 1.3, right? So they did a study. For 9 days in a row, you study topic X. You took the test on X. Average grade was like an 85 or 89 or something like that. Good grade, right? B or A.
Yep.
This next week, the next 9 days, they studied topic Y. So for Monday through Friday, topic Y. Monday through Thursday, topic Y. That Friday, they took a test on topic X.
Oh, failed.
The previous
Everybody
week,
failed. Guaranteed.
average grade was like a 37.
Yeah. Because you're not
You don't retain
any of that
anything. It's
shit.
just memory. You just
Bullshit.
get it.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, that's it.
Testing, which just reflects the teachers. And I was gonna say, if you are morally and socially opposing like the teachers and the
Right. Then you don't even want to hear what they're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
And
It's
that's
so
how
true.
it became for me.
So true.
I did mad good in
If you
high
don't like
school.
a teacher, that's it.
In my first 2 years of high school, I was like honor roll student. And then I think I got smart enough to the point where I was like, this is fucking stupid. I'm not learning anything. How many times are you going to teach me about shapes and fucking cosine? And like, I'm never using this. Teach me something before I leave this fucking high school that I can use when I get out so I can survive on my own. And they never... I still don't fucking use math.
How much math do you use in construction?
Dude, you never use
Nah,
X
I got a
times
fucking
this.
calculator. I'm not out here doing fucking insane builds like where I'm... Okay, if I was an engineer,
You've
like...
installed and measured and done bathroom work and done...
You don't need to know math to read a tape measure. It's fucking... The number is there. It says it. You pull the fucking shit, and then it says the number, and you write it down, and then you put it on something else, and you mark it. There's no math. I never ever used like a hypotenuse. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? I've never applied it in the real world. And that was just high school. Then when I went to college, I remember at Westchester, it was like they just picked up where they left off in high school, math. And it's like, why the fuck are we learning these crazy...
Dude, I was good in math too. I was in
mathematician.
calculus, and I couldn't tell you one fucking thing that I learned.
Why would you?
Or if
When
I
are you
ever
gonna
used
use
it.
When are you going to use it?
Ever.
Crazy.
Never used it.
I think history is kind of cool to learn, but at the same time, I don't fucking remember any of the dudes' names. Like, I can't.
Listen, college used to be all creative thinking and problem solving and working with others.
Be application and failure. You need to be out trying shit and failing, learning why did you fail and how do you do it differently next time so that you can succeed. Also, you need to be learning things that you can apply in the real world. How about instead of learning about fucking shapes, you teach me how to do my motherfucking taxes and how to save money and stop paying taxes so that I don't have to, like, if you're a 1099 employee, you're not losing all your fucking money to Uncle Sam.
Dude, just simple stuff. How do you write a check? My dad had to teach me how to write a check.
Why do you write a check? What makes it worth it for you to spend your money? What's a good investment? What's a bad investment? Like, it's fucking...
All the things of normal society, college, like putting your money in a bank. Just take the bank out of the name. I'm going to loan... You'll say you're Tony. You are Tony.
Today.
I'm going to loan you... I'm going to give you my money to hold. So I don't want to hold it on me.
Right.
I trust you. I'm going to give you 10 grand. You're going to go loan it to Bryce for a real estate. He's going to make 15% on it. He's going to pay you back 10% on his 15.
Yep.
So he makes 5%. You make 10%. You then give me my money back, and I made 0.01%.
Right.
So I loan you
That's
10 grand.
Yeah. Well,
you keep my 10 grand.
Right.
I'm
a bank.
That's what a bank is, and that's just normal.
Yeah.
Like, that's just fucking normal to do.
They never even told us in college.
There's so much shit that's so
high
fucked
school,
up.
Not only did they not even say how to make money with your money, they didn't even tell you save money.
Nothing.
They never taught us anything fucking useful like that. Or like even just basic shit that you could use. Like, don't mix bleach and Windex because you'll die. That's mustard gas. Like, I just hate, I don't know. I'm so against the education system, I guess. I didn't even realize till we started this. I thought I was like halfway with it. I'm really not for it.
Dude, again, the 1% of people that need to go to college are, yes, doctors, lawyers, teachers, things that you have to have a degree for.
But I also
Which is 1%, though, or 5% are such a minimum number. The other 95% of people, dude, don't need to go to college. And my last point, hold up, before you go, is how many people do you know that got a degree in X and are working in field Y?
Oh, yeah.
Working in a different field than they got a degree in.
Always.
That's got to be a high number. That's a high
I wish we
percentage.
had the numbers on that. I wish we did.
That's a high percentage. What number of people actually have degrees?
Here's what I propose, right? Because how can I
profession?
say I hate the college system without having an alternate solution? Yep. Here's what it should really be like. If it was really about people learning to get a job that they wanted, would be, let's say I want to be a doctor. You don't go to this other place where you pay mad money so that you might be able to be a doctor. You go to the place where you would be a doctor and you say, I want to be educated to do this. And then you go and you put the hours in for free. You work for free, but you don't pay money. So yeah, internships, they have that, but it's not quite as involved as how I think it should be. You should be at the place where you want to work, working for free, but not really making the decisions, just watching people who do make the decisions. Yep. And you should be being tested. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And they should be checking what you're learning. But I think you would really learn that way instead.
Yo, Henry Ford, I don't know his exact quote, but he says, specialized knowledge is like 1 million times more powerful than generalized knowledge. Like if you can complete task A that no one else can complete and you're the only one, you specialize in that,
makes you so
you're
valuable.
so fucking valuable compared to you knowing I gotta complete 100 tasks at a mediocre rate.
There's reaches and the niches.
There you go. There's reaches and niches if you didn't hear that one.
There's reaches and niches.
Dude, there's so many niches now in today's world, like with computers and all that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then I also wrote down places you can get new places or businesses that are hiring without a degree that's at a pretty livable wage. I don't have the exact wage for all of them, but it's not entry-level jobs. Google you can get a job at not entry level, higher than entry level.
Without a degree?
Without a degree.
No, you cannot.
Yes, you can.
No way.
Use your Mac.
You're not getting it.
Use your Mac.
A job at Google without an education?
Use your Mac.
What are you going to be?
Google it.
Oh, to be the janitor there?
No, bro. No, you're not going to be the fucking CFO.
Oh, you're going to be the window cleaner.
Google it. Right on their own page. Go on your
They're
Mac.
lying. Google's lying to you. All right,
Google only says that because it's on
exactly.
Google.
No, it's a lie.
All right, so I'll give you some more. Hilton. You can work at a
Work at
hotel.
a hotel?
Not the janitor. Not the cleaning lady.
You mean you don't have to
Apple, you can work at Apple without a degree.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Okay. Starbucks. You could be
I believe that.
a nice
I
little
know a couple
barista.
of people at
Bro,
Starbucks who I see daily that definitely ain't got no motherfucking
Yo, what do
degree.
they make? 20-25 bucks an hour, but they also get a lot of
Listen, they're useful. I love you.
a lot of
Starbucks people.
first of all, they get a lot of people skills. It's a good starter job, and also you get a lot of benefits. IBM.
Come on.
Yep.
Are you being for real right
I
now?
swear to fucking God.
Don't need a
Tesla. You can get a job at Tesla, no degree.
You're capping hard.
You can get a job at Bank of America, no degree.
Did
And
you
you-
go and apply?
No, I don't need to. And you can get just about any sales position with no degree.
That's facts.
Just about any sales position.
That's facts.
Maybe not at some big corporations, but buddy, you could sell a lot of shit with no degree.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
But you learn hard the hard
go
way
to
very fast
everyone.
in sales.
I think everybody on the planet should go get a job in either sales, retail, or the food industry. One of those three: a server, bartender, someone in sales, or you should work at a retail place like at a mall and a store, and you should have to help people.
Go
right?
do a seasonal
One of those three
shift.
should be required to go function in society. Bro, when you are on the other side of the field and you have to do sales and you understand rejection, how people are, and not answering and leaving you open, like all that shit, retail, how much of a dickhead someone could be when they walk in the store and how they treat you and how
I see it all
rude
the
they
time.
do.
I've seen
Same with the food industry. That's probably the worst. When you're a bartender, server, and what they do to you, those people. If you had to do one of those three and then you went into society, you'd exponentially have to be a better person because of just you've seen the other side of the pillow.
Right.
You know?
Skills.
You'll have people skills. You'll understand what it's like to be a server and what it's like to have 9 tables and run around and you forget somebody's water, and so you don't tip that person because they forgot to give you water. And you write on the bill,
that's real world
you're a
application
scumbag.
of your skills and learning.
You're an absolute scumbag. Merry Christmas.
I have nightmares about being a waiter.
Merry Christmas. Have
Mary
you been?
Chrysler.
So long.
Yeah, I was a server for like 4 years. Busboy, I bartended for a year too. Everything.
I never worked in food.
I had a table of 12 people and I couldn't get their water. I couldn't get the water. I couldn't get it.
Sarah tells me all the time about she has. I've never had that.
Can't get
Sarah
the
tells me
water
all
to
the time
the
about
table.
she has nightmares about being a server. Crazy. I never had that.
I don't know.
But
I think I'd get fired quick.
dude,
Somebody bitched at me.
or
about
just and
ranch
sales
dressing.
too. Like, dude, just try sales. Just try sales for a month, and you will be like, wow, this is a like. Just society and people, how they treat you, what they say to you.
Oh, it's insane.
How they don't answer you. And
I've learned more this fucking past
rejection.
5 months.
I learned more in a week of knocking doors than I did in 2 months of school, or 2 semesters of school, I should say.
I didn't learn dick in high school. Let's talk about the fact. Have you
High
spoken to
school's bad.
a fresh high school graduate? These people are stupid. I can't even talk to them.
Tony has issues in high school, people.
I fucking hate them. I hate the little college kids too. They're stupid as fuck. They're mad fucking dumb. And they're cocky and entitled as fuck too nowadays. It's insane. You're dumb. Don't even talk to me. Go get a real education. Go try something with your life.
I wanted to bring up when you said education is dated, outdated. Did you ever see the video where it's like it presents this like math game or problem where it's just numbers on the screen and it moves in a straight line and it's like this number twice and then this one and this one and then they take that and then side by side you see it's literally just Mario like without the graphics. Have you ever seen that?
No.
No.
Like, because the controls and the things you press, it's just math.
Yeah.
On the screen, but then they turn it into pictures, and then you're obsessed with it. You play it for 24 hours.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I know where you're going with this.
They
Yeah.
could just do
Apply that to schooling.
right, a little bit.
I've seen something like that where it was like how something has progressed since like the 1920s to now. And then the next thing they show is schooling. And it's kids.
Oh,
in
yeah.
1920,
Cars, everything. Look
and
at
they're
everything.
fucking sitting in their desks. And
Houses.
it looks exactly like a fucking, I don't know, 5th grade class.
In 1920.
Exactly.
Same exact thing.
Change it. Do something different. They won't change it because they don't give a
Bro,
fuck.
also sitting. Like, just that portion of it, the 1% of school is, but you shouldn't be sitting for an hour trying to learn.
No.
Like all these people say when you go for a walk, how your brain is so much, you grasp so much more and you retain so much more after exercise or after this or after that. And then we come in this and we have to sit in class. We can't fucking fidget. We can't move. We can't talk. We can't do anything. Bro, the average attention span of a human being is 7 seconds.
Yeah.
7 seconds. Buddy, a goldfish is 4. We're not that far away. Like, that's some serious shit. And we're supposed to listen for 50 minutes and retain everything.
I think it's nuts.
Yo, and not only for 50 minutes, then we walk to class for 3 minutes. We get 50 minutes, 3 minutes of walking. So 2 minutes of walking, 1 minute of fun because you see someone and you talk to them. Then 50 minutes. Then 2 minutes, 1 minute. Then 50 minutes again. Then you get 50 minutes of
Yeah.
Bro, you're going for 3 hours basically straight.
It's just
then
like
you get
prison.
a 45-minute
It's
hour
literally
break.
just like
then you
prison.
Dude,
Except you get to go home instead of to your cell.
it's fucking crazy.
It's bullshit.
You know what the comfiest bed in the world is? Is your annoying ass teacher talking
Oh, yeah.
and you being tired in that fucking desk and your arms crossed. I would rather sleep there than my own bed.
Big facts.
That is some soothing stuff.
No lullaby like a teacher teaching you about fucking...
Something you don't give a fuck about.
Right.
You don't give a figgity fuck.
All right, well, let's wrap it up. What are your thoughts overall? College, yay or nay?
I would say yay for about 3% of people in the world.
Boom.
And nay for about 97%.
Same.
Listen, some things you can't get out of. You have to go to school, doctor, lawyer, things like that. But the percentage of those people in the world compared to all the other things you don't know have to go to college for is so much bigger. Like 3% of you should go to college. You have to. You have no choice. But you can do so many things, and like the real world skills you'll pick up by being a plumber. Like being a plumber, you still have to go into somebody's house. You have to know how to act. You have to know how to speak to somebody in their house. Know how to write up a contract, an invoice.
Yeah, but you don't need to go to college. It's pretty
all that
basic.
little stuff. It's just being a plumber or
Shit runs
or being
downhill.
a sales or
There's
server.
there's your plumber education.
Yeah. Dude, so many things are so much better, such a better concept than going to school. It's just because it's a normalcy and because you have no choice. And also, if you're a lazy fuck when you get out of high school and you have nothing better to do, then yeah, you probably should go to college or the fucking army or something so you're not sitting there doing nothing. But for 95% of people, I would say it's a bad idea. You're wasting a lot of money, time, and energy when you could put it in a lot of better things that are gonna actually intrigue you and create better skills in you in those 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years for as long as you go to school.
Yeah.
Yourself?
I think college is a fucking scam. I think even if you are that 3% that is going to get that higher education because you're actually going to use it like a doctor or an engineer, like I keep saying.
Yeah.
It's too fucking expensive.
So expensive.
All they're doing is price gouging people who are so easy to take advantage of because they're being told that they're doing the right thing. It's a fucking scam in the biggest way ever. If you are just going to college for the college experience, I hope you really fucking enjoy yourself because you're setting yourself behind. Or actually, I guess you're not setting yourself behind because everyone else is doing it too. But you could be out making real
Correct.
fucking money and learning without putting yourself in debt. Keep that shit in mind.
It's like the game of life, baby.
Yeah, you got to
What's
play.
this? Oh, fuck, it just went away. I was going to say, whatever that was saying was about the student debt relief. Is you put it on purpose?
Yeah.
Whoever that last name is, Chalet Singer, on loan forgiveness, overhaul, and potential for wider relief. So basically, they're trying to say that they need more relief. People that qualify, full-time teachers, nurse.
Yeah, you need
first
to be
responders,
forgiven for
public
your
service
mistakes
workers.
of getting a higher
form of
education in the U.S.
You know, this is on CBS, baby. Anyway,
Take them out.
that's all we
All
got
right,
for
guys.
today.
Merry fucking Christmas.
Merry New
I
Year.
wish you all the
Fuck
best.
your
Happy
cousin.
New Year. Bing bong. Fuck your life.
And stay vaccinated, bitches.
Nah, fuck that too. Don't get vaccinated either.
Peace.